crabs are coming to the cove tonight, but first I need to wash them off. They have like pine needles and dirt and grime and stuff all over them. And I'm gonna just do it in the sink here. But I don't want everything to go down the drain, so I'm pushing that in to plug it. And then I can just remove it and scoop everything out of the drain once I clean them off. We are tearing down the Queen's Cove. It was a good run.
Do you want me to pretend like it's for my channel?
Yeah, I want you to take it as seriously as you do on yours.
I need a double XL t-shirt. And then I started with this. Hi everybody, Joey here again and welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up a pirate crab aquarium. Join me over here. Pirate crabs can entirely submerge themselves underwater, but they do need dry land. But because I'm only an aquarium hobbyist, so I don't know how to set up a vivarium or paludarium or anything. My focus is on making sure the heater works and the filter works. So in today's video, we're going to try to set up some sort of a system where Tamara can still access her filtration and heater, yet the crabs can get up onto land. We do have a mixture of rocks, largely slate. Slate will be the top rocks. As we add in rocks, it's going to displace water, but we still want to make sure it's going to raise the water level. But we still want to make sure that your filter creates a waterfall. I think I need to already create the beach. They need to be able to crawl out of the water. So we need a constantly sloping environment. My goal here is to create a healthy environment for the crabs, a base, and then Tamara is going to have to take it from there. Do you see how it's sloping? So we're already well on our way to creating at least some sort of a beach.
Don't call me a beach.
Beach! Rocks are interesting, aren't they?
Yes.
They're like jigsaw puzzles. They just go together. So, we also have to make sure that your crabs can't get to the filter and or get behind it. But we also need to make sure that it's easy enough for you to like pull this filter out and maintain.
I have to remove all the rocks and put them all back exactly how they were every time.
No, we just have to make sure the openings are smaller than the crabs, yet the filter and the heater aren't being touched. So for this scape, you just have to remove that rock. Maybe it's that rock. I don't know for sure just yet. But they need to be able to crawl out on top of it. Is that still sloping? Plenty of rocks left. But now I'm going to dump sand all over it to almost bury this side. It doesn't look to me like they can get through anything. But in order for you to maintain the filtration, I gotta create some gaps. So it doesn't look to me like the crabs can get through. But maybe they can. But they're crabs. We take this rock out, and then you have full accessibility to the filter that has to run through the heater which is still submerged and untouched by anything. We're gonna need a tremendous amount of substrate. I want the substrate to almost come up to the halfway point. So this is only 3 gallons of substrate. We'll create a little beach area. That's enough sand, but let's take some water out of here. See, now the biological filter has to suck water all through the sand. Oh, I might put a little hose on that. What do you think?
It's good.
Well, I've never done a crab tank before, so.
And we didn't even do a rock shop. We just had to use what we had on hand.
Just yard rocks. But they can crawl up this. They're like little dock octopus. My problem is I just don't think this aquarium is complete.
Go away from there, right there. Go pinch your nose off.
He doesn't know
He
anything.
doesn't know.
I'm just cute.
He thinks they're toys.
I don't know, it's not bad. It's missing plants, it's missing greenery. It's only a 15 gallon. We'll see what happens. I think that you should have bamboo shoots coming out of it though. Like lucky bamboo. Got a female.
That's Linda.
Just because she looks like you, just because she's red like Rook.
He says she could be my red queen.
Okay, get them and put them in the deep end.
They look feisty tonight. Look, she's trying to
They're
pinch
healthy.
him. What is this, Ruth?
I feel like,
Where
don't
can-
break the legs off.
Where can they reach me and not reach me? I feel like back here.
Do it like this,
That's
watch.
how I learned to pick them up at the beach. Was to.
Hold on, we're not at the beach. Their little crawling fingers can't get you. He's getting me with his pinchers now, but it doesn't hurt. Oh, he hurts. Look, he loves his little home.
He's so happy.
He loves it.
Yeah, I'm in the water.
Okay.
I'll surprise her.
Yeah. Well, look at her. She's like battle ready. No, not like that.
Why?
Get her from her belly.
Why can't I get her from here?
Her carapace. I don't know crab terms.
I don't think she can reach
No, from
me.
below.
I can hold her like
Oh
this and she
man,
can't.
you're gonna crush her.
She can't do anything. She's trying to grab something and she can't.
Look, they got their little dry area. It's kind of a cool tank. Ah, he's getting me! Ah, he got me!
She has a snail and she's gonna eat it.
Yeah, they love that.
There she goes with her snail, having a meal.
Oh, she's up into her dry spot.
Yeah, having her snail. She's trying to get back there.
She will.
Isn't that what you tried to block off? Linda don't care.
Watch out. I'll have to get her out somehow. No, she's gone forever.
So now
Come
I
here.
need to get my stool.
It's late.
What time is it?
3 o'clock in the morning.
It's not my fault.
You're not on crab watch.
I'm on night watch. It's the night shift.
Oh, they can get back there.
Don't say that.
They can.
You can just say, oh, they can get back there. Darn. So this is the final look of their tank for the pirate crabs. Crabs did well overnight in their tank, but we're gonna redesign it so that they can't get into the crevices too much and get stuck under the rocks.
Well, I've never done crabs before, and I learned everything from the animal as opposed to aesthetics and stuff, which means I'm not a good aquascaper, but I'm a good animal keeper. So after seeing what they're doing and how they're acting in it, it's just too many rocks and too many places for them to potentially get trapped. One of the things I'd like to do is block the filter, or at least block the heater and filter with this above, like kind of build like a box for it, so they can't go near any of that, but the filter will be able to. Well, I'll just have to figure something out. Crappy part is they're already in here. They do like this setup. They do like being under the water and being able to come out of the water and do their own thing, so They're an incredibly interesting little fun animal to have, but yeah, it's just not, the setup just not as ideal as it could be. I don't think we need that many rocks. They do like having places to hide.
This is their new rocks.
Yeah, now they've got multiple basking areas. Plus they've got running water. They've got lots of underwater caves. For such a small tank it makes sense, but then here's your filter. Take this rock off and take this sponge off, and now you have access to the filter and the heater. I don't want the crabs going back there, because you never know, they might get stuck and never come back out. So rescaping this was, you can even turn this filter up if you wanted to, but unnecessary. So now the biological filter is all of this sponge plus what's in the filter to begin with. What you need though is some plants, and I think you need some lucky bamboo. I think you also need some floating plants. I think you should also have some moss. You can put it on tops of rocks like this. As long as it's moist and stays wet, it'll be just fine there. Plus it quiets the water splashing down. But this is typically how moss grows in the wild. So they'll like that. And then you need some floating plants. Just for additional nutrient export. See, I told you, you can get up right there. Climb up the rock. But the sponge is really easy for them to climb up. But now we have a tremendous amount of visual blocks too. Look, she can come over here, he's over there, he's over here. So, I mean, but he can go anywhere. There's a tremendous amount of visual blocks, tons of getaways. Go through the cave system, get up on top. They're good at all kinds of places. They're not going to be able to get out of this glass lid. Trust me, those tiny little crabs aren't going to be able to lift it up. I feel like you need more moss though, but I'm worried that this is going to dry out. I'm not going to be doing this for all your tanks, but you like that one?
Mm-hmm. So we have some condensation on this top part, so you can't really see through it, but Linda's made her way up to this top. Look, she even has plants on her head. She's decorated herself with some of the floating plants. Doesn't she look nice? It looks like she's wearing a little crown or something. And then Andrew and Craig are down here in the water. But we added floating plants. Well, Joey helped me out here with scaping this one because I didn't know how to really stack the rocks to keep them out of the filter and stuff. So he put these sponges here, and then he gave this rock some moss on top so that it can grow it eventually. He said it'll grow down and hang down. Let me wipe this off. Yeah, so he said eventually this moss will grow down and sort of droop over this rock. And this, from the filter, he put some hose on it so that it'll keep the moss wet. And other than that, added this stick. And then they have a rock back there they can climb up on. They have this rock to walk up onto these ones. But they seem to enjoy spending a lot of time in the water. But Linda loves to explore. She is doing so. Maybe I'll give her a little snack. Oh, Joey also added in a piece of wood for the shrimp. Isn't it crazy how many of them there are? And all the different life stages. Yeah, they love that. So the crabs love this Cats Aquatics food. I'll see if I can hand one to Linda. I'll just put it here in front of her. Put another 2 pieces on this rock here for whoever ventures up here eventually. So this is how it's doing. Every once in a while they rearrange these fake plants in the back corners This one sometimes gets moved, and then these sticks get moved at times. Other than that, there's floating plants still. This moss is doing really well. They all still seem to be enjoying going under the water, taking their little water plunges. Linda oftentimes comes and sits up here on top of this sponge in that spot she was with the floating plants on her head. The other male is in there, and then whenever I come around, Linda usually hides from me where she is right now because she's a little bit shy. This is the overall look of what it normally looks like when you're in the room here and what you can see. I think I might add another scoop or two of the floating plants to give coverage on the top again, because I feel like there's less than there was. So I added a little bit more floating plant coverage, and I think it looks really nice. Let me know if you guys liked the first scape that was done in the tank at the first half of the video better, or if you like this current scape now, and let me know if you would change anything. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you guys soon. Bye.